guys got the wrong quadruped.
Put him down, boys!
Listen, if you guys need a deck list, I mean, I can...
Shut it, Moose. You're gonna tell me exactly what I want to know. Where is the Cosmium?
Cosmonium? What is this, a Marvel movie?
Make him love the play. Put him
Make him
on
wear
the
a
stage.
dress.
Cosmium does sound pretty stupid.
Oh, shut your traps. That's enough with the jokes. Cosmium is a perfectly fine name for a MacGuffin. What's a MacGuffin?
What's up, Planeswalkers? How you doing? How you doing? Are you enjoying your time in Ixalan? Well, I hope you are, because today's commander is another Lost Caverns of Ixalan commander, Gishath, Sun's Avatar. What's that? Oh, it came out in the original Ixalan? Oh, my subscribers sure are silly. Anyways, Gishath, Sun's Avatar is a Naya and 5 colorless 7/6 dinosaur avatar that, whenever it deals combat damage to a player, reveal that many cards from the top of your library and put any number of dinosaur creature cards from among them onto the battlefield and the rest at the bottom of your library in a random order. Thanks to Gishath's keywords, this card is very good at cheating out dinosaurs, and that is exactly what we plan to do today. Ramp early, play our commander, and cheat out some game-ending dinosaurs. Naturally, a dinosaur deck has a fair amount of issues, but you're playing dinosaurs, so I don't really think you're planning on winning anyways. That said, I've gone for a flavor win this time, so keep that in mind as I go over my includes. Don't take them as gospel. As always, if you have a commander you want featured in a video, leave it in the comments or join our Discord. Get ready for some creatures, because I tried to add as many dinosaurs as I could to this Gishath deck to make his ability rarely miss. First, we have Ixtal's Lore Keeper. Ironic, I just said we play lots of dinosaurs and the first card I name is a human, but don't worry, there are a lot of dinosaurs, this just helps us get there faster. Conjali's Caller is a way for us to discount our dinosaur, and Drover the Mighty is a mana dork that gets bigger when we have dinosaurs. Intrepid Paleontologist is a really good mana dork, and it basically lets us recast dinosaurs from our graveyard with a few extra steps. It's a Quinth. No, I'm saying that wrong. It's a girl. First Burn of Gishath is a nice removal piece that comes with a hasty dinosaur. Marauding Raptor is a combo piece and an enrage enabler, while also discounting dinosaurs and auto-include in any dinosaur deck that's playing red. Otepec Huntmaster is a dino discount and a haste enabler, which is really important when you're playing trampling 12/12s. Finally, a good Huatli card in Huatli, Poet of Unity. This card provides us a lot of utility, tokens, tutor, and extra damage, basically everything we could want. Hunting Velociraptor is by far some of the coolest magic art we've gotten this year, and it's a massive flavor win for the deck. Also, it's a good card as it cheats out our dinosaurs. It gives them a pseudo spectacle cost for 3 mana. Conjali's Sunwing will slow down our opponent's creatures and give us a chance to get in with Gishath before they could block it. Pugnacious Hammerskull is just a 3 mana 6/6, but in this deck we're playing Fight Rigging, so it also kind of enables that card, so it's a pretty good include. Sunfrill Imitator copies other dinosaurs like Galta, so we can swing with 2 12/12s. Topiary Stomper is a ramp piece and a dinosaur, so of course we're going to play it. Tranquil Fillback, because this card has a good amount of utility, since it's able to shut down a graveyard, destroy an artifact or enchantment, or just gain us some life. We can do all of those things. Wayward Swordtooth gives us an extra land drop. With an 8 mana commander, that's going to be pretty necessary. Bronzebeak Foragers is a good removal piece that can gain us some life. Curious Altasaur is a card draw engine in a deck that plays this many dinosaurs. Forerunner of the Empire is part of our combo, but it's also a way to tutor a big dinosaur on top of our library for our commander's combat ability. Hulking Raptor is a big mana dork that also gives 2 mana, which is really good. Temur Sabertooth is another combo piece, but hey, if the Flintstones say dinosaurs and centazoic mammals can live together, then who am I to say otherwise? Bonehorde Dracosaur, which boy is this card good. To start with, it's a 5/5 with good evasion. It gives you extra cards each turn, and it makes you tokens or ramps you depending on what those cards are, so all around just a really good include. Halani's Hatcher is a haste enabler that also gives us some extra dinosaurs to mess around with. Panthalaza, definitely saying that wrong, so we'll just say Pantzilla, sun flavored, gives all our dinosaurs a pseudo cascade based on their toughness. I don't know about you, but getting extra cards with every creature that you play is always a surefire way to win a game. Quartzwood Crasher is a token maker, and we also do have quite a few creatures with trample or creatures that give trample to everything, so naturally we'll be making some big tokens with this. Regisaur Alpha is another haste enabler for our dinosaurs, because remember, our dinosaurs are big and it's usually only a few swings to take people out of the game, so naturally haste enablers are going to be really good in this deck. Scion of Calamity is a great new dinosaur that will help us kill artifacts and enchantments. Temple Ultisaur to make combat against our dinosaurs hard, and our Enrage ability safe to use. Xenaghost, God of Revels, because Xenaghost works really well with a commander that has a combat damage trigger. Plus, we still have 3 mana 6/6s, so it's not like we don't have big creatures that would love double the power. Dinosaurs on a spaceship for some tokens, and it can hand out Vigilance and Trample, which makes all our dinosaurs annoying to deal with. Earthshaker Dreadmaw to draw a lot of cards and to keep our dinosaurs coming. Kogla and Yodaro is a good artifact and enchantment removal that shuffles back into our deck, or it's a good beat stick that has some ETBs, plus with Temur Sabertooth we can throw it back in our hand to blow up more stuff. Ravenous Tyrannosaurus is another flavor win and a deadly card. We make a lot of tokens that we can sacrifice for it, and when it attacks it clears the way and deals extra damage, so all around just a good card and a good threat. Trumpeting Carnosaur is a removal piece early and a double spell later in the game. Atali, Primal Conqueror, because who doesn't love free stuff, and a Blightsteel all in the same card. Galta and Maverin, because we're actually secretly a vampire deck this entire time. But in all seriousness, this card is cool and that's the only reason I need it. For Clad, Ferocidons has a very good Enrage ability that makes blocking them pretty scary, albeit later in the game this card does get much worse. Verdant Sun's Avatar to gain us some life, Galta, Stampede Tyrant to cheat out any dinosaur stuck in our hand. With an Haste Enabler, this could easily win the game. Polyraptor is part of a dinosaur combo. Waking Sun's Avatar is a dinosaur with a non-dinosaur board wipe stapled to it, but of course you actually have to play it from your hand to get that benefit, so just be aware of that. Sakama, Primal Calamity is a combo piece, but it's also a big threat on its own because we can quickly take control of the board with this card. Galta, Primal Hunger, because a 12/12 Trampler that gets cheaper based on power is a really easy card to play early in this deck. For our spells, we use Swords to Plowshares for indestructible threats, and Heroic Intervention to make our permanents indestructible threats. Thunderherd Migration for a ramp spell that we can get a discount. Why not play Rampant Growth? You must be new here. Cultivate for more ramp, Deflecting Swat to protect our 8 mana commander without having the mana to do so, Entis Restoration to make good use of our big dumb creatures. Savage Order is a combo enabler, but it's also just a good dinosaur tutor that protects the creature we tutored. Don't Move is in this deck for the flavor. If you want a good board wipe, I would probably stick with Farewell, but this card is way cooler. Last March of the Ents, because if you're playing 42 creatures, you're bound to hit some good cards, and if you control Galta, that's a draw 12 and dump your hand, so pretty good card. For our artifacts and enchantments, I'll start with the ramp. First we have Sol Ring, Arcane Signet, and Chromatic Lantern for the color fixing. Then we have Shadow in the Warp to discount our first creature spell, plus a Tyrannid in the background looks like a dinosaur, so it kind of works for the flavor as well. The Great Henge, because we're playing 3 mana 6/6s, so of course this card's going to be an easy include. If you're new, this card draws cards, makes mana, gains life, and makes your creatures bigger. The Skullspore Nexus, which should be easy to play, and doubling our commander's damage is always a good idea, plus all the extra text is just bonus. Up the Beanstalk for more cards, and we play a lot of really expensive cards, so we should be drawing a lot off this. Descendant's Path to cheat out our creatures, Fight Rigging to cheat out a card while making our dinosaurs even bigger, Rhythm of the Wild to make our creatures uncounterable and give haste to those that need it, and +1 counters to those that don't. Warstorm Surge is a combo finisher for most of the combos in this deck, but also on its own, it's just a good game ender. And finally, we have Welcome to Jurassic Park as the ultimate flavor win. What does this card do? Honestly, a lot. Destroys artifacts, makes a token, and makes Gaia Cradle for dinosaurs, and gives the dinosaurs the ability to escape from your graveyard. Definitely worth picking up. For the mana base of this deck, feel free to follow your budget, but if you'd like to copy one, I do have one in the deck list found in the description of this video. My recommended land for this deck is Cavern of Souls, as it's just been reprinted, and it's a really good time to pick up this card. It's really good in typal decks. For the combo section of this deck, I'll be showing you one of the combos featured in this deck, but there are more to find, but I'll leave that for you to explore. So for this combo, we need Sakama, Primal Calamity, Temur Sabertooth, and Warstorm Surge. Start with Temur Sabertooth and Warstorm Surge on the battlefield with 12 mana from lands. Cast Sakama, and when it ETBs, all your lands will untap, and you can now activate Temur Sabertooth, put Sakama back in your hand, and float the rest of your mana from your lands. By looping Sakama with Sabertooth, you will make infinite mana, infinite life gain, infinite artifact and enchantment destruction, and Warstorm Surge gives you the infinite damage to players. That's going to do it for today's deck list, and I do hope you enjoyed it. Let me know how I did, or tell me about your favorite dinosaur in the comments below. Remember, this Sunday the 19th, I'm doing my first ever giveaway to subscribers in the US, so if you'd like a free commander deck, or just want to hang out with the Moose himself, be there. Subscribe or join to support the channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.